Hello, so I'm going to be picking up your replay that you put in here. So you said Season 7 I got stuck hard Silver 1, then stopped playing for a while. During that period I let other friends mess around on my account, so the rank will not be correct. So I assume you're basically like Silver 1 Gold MMR, and not actually Plat like you were last season. I'm currently trying to figure out two champs I want to main right now. I like Katarina, Rise, Fizz. Okay, a recommendation for you with the champions, you should just drop Rise. He's not great for solo queue. He requires a lot of communication with your team, and you need to know how to play him properly. He's really good if you're like one trick with him, and you can put out insane damage. But if you're not gonna one trick him, then there's just no point in playing him. Like he's pretty bad for solo queue in general, especially like below like Masters. There's really no point in playing him if you're below Masters, because they don't know how to lane below Masters. I feel like I do not make the smartest decisions. Come to mid late game, well, yeah, probably. I really just want to improve my play all around with Cat, and I tend to not CS as much for some reason. Okay, so CSing, that might come from, like, you not actually, you just might, like, be going for the trades too much, and you might be ignoring the minions. Like, you want to trade in between the minions. But that's all I have to say about that. So we'll see why you're missing CS. It could just be because you're just missing it, or something like that. So let's see. So you started Dark Seal. That's fine.
Welcome to Summoner's Rift.
Alright. This is good. If there's not an invade, you still want to stand here to prevent an invade.
30 seconds until minions spawn.
Okay. You might not think that that's a big deal, you lagging behind like this, but it actually is, because it means like one less auto attack. Oh my god, they're all AFK. You even get the first blood. Recall. You should recall. You should use that gold. How much did you get? 400. My god. You should recall and get a longsword. There you go. Perfect.
Minions have spawned.
Okay, you should immediately go to lane. That was a little bit late. Like, you sitting there for 2 seconds means that's 2 seconds of laning you're not going to get. Which means she's going to be able to get the shove in on you and get level 2 first. Which is pretty bad considering it's a Lux. Because her passive is like an extra half ability in terms of damage. She was going to get the push anyways though, because you had that first blood. But something to consider. Okay. I don't think you needed to key that one. You probably could have just autoed it. Okay. When you're laning against a Lux, you don't want to do like that. Like, you don't want to be the position you're in right now, because she can E you and auto you and also push you in. And you're not very good when you're getting pushed in, because 1, you can't roam, and 2, you're just bad at farming under tower. I was also a bad Q. You probably could see she should have done that before. Alright. If you can last it with your autos, try to do that. You should pot up here. I don't know why you're not potting. You're trying to save it for some reason, but you're not gonna. The HP regen you have, it's not going to actually kill you to full right now. Like, you just ignore that minion and ignore the other one. Okay, you misprepped that one. Okay, you mistimed that one. Wow. You're mistiming a lot of minions. I don't know why you decided to key that there. You're just pushing the lane for no reason. Could have dodged that one. Oh, you should go on her right now. Yeah. Okay, good. That was a good trade. Anytime she uses any ability though, you want to do that. So the lane's shoving into her right now because of the giant minion wave you've created. So you need to hard shove this to break it. You could have got that CS too if you just jumped through your dagger. There wasn't really much risk jumping through your dagger. Okay, she's playing this really poorly. You need to I like that you're playing on the side that you have the word on. That's pretty good. You need to get the shove in though, and you ignore CS again. You're ignoring all of the farm, I don't understand. You can't go up like that when the lane's like this. You can't CS like that. Like, those ones you kind of need to ignore when they're in a position like that. Another time you Q like that, you're just pushing the wave in. You're playing a little bit too far back, I think. Okay, you could have dodged that with your E. Anytime she throws on an ability, you want to try to use your E to at least dodge it. You don't want to take any damage early on, because you just get harassed out of lane and you won't be able to all-in because of your HP. So now you just lost all-in pressure. You probably should just recall. You could probably look to Q this cannon and then recall. I think you should just recall. Like, yeah, you're gonna miss this farm, but you might be able to stay for it. Okay, you could have eat to the creep line again. If she was smart, she would have killed you. Or like you would have been lower, because the first time you went up for the CS, she could have hit you with an E auto attack, and that would have been enough to get you the really low HP. And then she could have just flash shot it. I just see a lot of you purposely missing CS for no reason. Like you're not there in a position to last hit it. You also randomly use Q for no reason on the wave and just end up pushing it. And also you're not standing on the side of the minion wave. You want to stand on the side so that her E does not hit the minion wave and push you in like this. Because then she can sit there and just harass you in her tower. Looks like he didn't see this. Siobhan. You could probably clear this wave. Okay. You should ping Mia immediately. You want to ping that Mia instantly. Even if they're gone for like 3 seconds. That when you miss again, because you're just really impatient. Yeah, you should have last hit at that and then went for the 3 casters. Try to maximize your CS and hit the ones that are gonna die. I would have killed the melee and then killed the backline after, but going for the backline's fine. Because you clear the wave quicker if you go for the backline. So that was fine, but you just needed to do one or the other. You were kind of stuck in between. You were like, oh, I'm gonna key the backline, and then you auto attack the melee creep a little bit. And then you're like, well, I'm gonna go for the backline here, and while you're doing that, then the front line dies, so. That's a really greedy position to go in, yeah. That's a really greedy pathing. Because it's very choreographed where you're going to go. You only have so much space room to maneuver. And with Lux, you want a lot of room to maneuver. You missed another E. And oh, that was a really bizarre all-in. That was weird. You didn't Q there. Like when you're all-inning, you need to E, W, Q, and while you're ulting, so that when they walk away, then you have another dagger to jump onto. Okay. And you're playing on this top side. You don't have a ward up. It's pretty dangerous for you to be like this. You don't have any vision of Siobhan. Especially shoving this right now. This is a mistake, I think. She's not missing any farm by you shoving this. But you're putting yourself at a huge risk. Just because you don't know where Siobhan is and you don't have a ward yet. Alright, you're dead. Yeah, you're dead. Flash auto? She can flash auto? Yeah, you're dead. You're just not standing on the side of the wave. Like, let's go back, see what happened. You have to be careful. You can't go up for farm like this if she has abilities like this up. Alright, so she has her E up. It's probably up in about 3 seconds. Right, so her E is probably up. right? Like this, it's very dangerous. You need to watch for the Q. You need to understand that when you're playing on the side of the map, you do run the risk of getting hit by her Q. But she's maxing E, so it's better to stand on the side. And so you need to realize that she's gonna try to throw a Q at you. So, and you have room to dodge it. You have this whole bot side to dodge it. So you can dodge down here, or you can dodge inside your minion wave. It's the better to dodge inside your minion wave, because if you just take 2 steps to the left, her Q is just gonna hit a minion, and it might hit the other one too, and then it'll completely negate the thing, because it can only hit 2 things. So what ends up happening is you see it coming, you go for the auto attack, and then she just throws in a Q. You have to be careful. You have to understand, like, what abilities does she have up. If you want to go for the melee auto attack, is she gonna punish you here? And the answer is yes, because you had no potions. Right, you have no potions like this. Wait, what did you come back with? What the hell? That's a really weird buy. The buy makes no sense. I want to go back. I want to see where you bought. You have 100 gold. You have 100 gold. You can't come into lane with no sustain, man. Especially against the poke lane. You're just gonna take poke, and it's all going to stick on you. And it's very easy for a Lux to poke a Katarina, because her range is much, much farther than yours. And so all of the poke that happens, you end up being like in the kill range, and she just kills you. So your own bot lane. This is good. You push in the lane, you realize Barb's a little bit overextended. Well, he's quite overextended actually. You don't see him up here, so that means he's over here. So let's see what happens here. So you know he has the Z, you know he has his Q. Right? You know that's up, you know he has exhaust. So this is the mistake right here. You use the Q. I see this a lot with Katarina plays, and it makes 0 sense why they do this. They always use their Q like this. This Q isn't doing anything when he's running at you. You need to use your Q after your W, so that while you're ulting, they're gonna want to run away from you. And then you use the Q to follow it up, because using a W, you have no way of getting back on them. And this Q, using the Q like this guarantees you're not gonna get any damage from the Q passive, like from the dagger placement. Like your dagger placement is really, really bad. And so what ends up happening is this dagger doesn't do any damage, and you can't follow his bar E with your Q anymore. If you Q'd him through this, you could have taken it, and then he would have stunned you against the wall, but then you would have had the Q dagger to just jump back to him, and you would have finished him off. So what ends up happening, see, you get stunned, you can't chase him because you don't have Q. And so now you just come back to lane, a lane that you're losing. Like you need pickups like this, because you're losing the lane. Like you're losing it very hard. Okay. Oh, go in right there. That's the time. You should go in. Go on her. Oh my god. I know you're 2 levels behind, but it doesn't matter when she uses her both of her main abilities, her Q and her E. Like she uses her Q, that's the time to go in. She uses her E, that's the time to go in. And so here you can't sustain. Like you can't lane without these potions. You're not getting any potions. You just screwed yourself. You're 20 CS behind. This Vamp Scepter. What are you doing with this thing? You can't auto attack. Like good players with the range matchups, they're not gonna let you auto attack. They're just not. Okay, that was a mistake. You don't. I see this with a lot of people as well. You don't want to use your W like this. You want to make sure you're placing both your daggers so that both of them are able to do damage. Like you doing this is really bad. Sure, you're getting the movement speed to jump on the with E, but he's stunned already. Right? The Jack stunned this guy. Don't use your W like this ever. You never want to use it like this. And another really bad Q placement. You want to ulti and then wait until they're just outside of your Q range and then you Q them because like where you Q them right now, watch. Watch where you ulti and then when you Q. Right. See, this is so bad. Like, first off, you Q'd a minion, okay? First off, you Q'd a minion and you didn't even Q her. So, but besides that, you Qing right here is really bad because you Q'd him right away. You don't know which way he's gonna move. You don't know if he's gonna go up. You don't know if he's gonna go down. You don't know if he's gonna go to the river. You don't know if he's gonna go to his tower. Right? You don't know which way he's gonna go. So hold your Q until you know, okay, he's going this way. Like, if he's, like, okay, he's committed to going downwards, right? So right here, it's clear he's committed to going to the river. So this is where you Q, so you can follow up. But now you don't have any follow up. And look, she gets away. Look it, she gets away. But imagine if you hit both your W and your Q. You would probably got her low. And you might have killed it. You need to leave lane. This is greedy. This is greedy. You can't stay. I don't know why you keep staying. You overstay a lot, quite a bit. You can't stay to lane with no potions. I know you might think this map scepter is sustained, but it's not. Oh, you didn't even try to dodge that. You had so much room. Ooh.
Shut down.
You could have dodged up. You could have dodged that upwards, but it's fine. You end up living. Luckily enough. Like, part of the reason why I don't recommend Katarina to students is because she's very hard to play. And it kind of shows, like, with your dagger placements and stuff. You don't really know where to place them, and you don't really know how to use your mobility and how to use her kit in general. And it's a hard kit to learn. Like, I don't blame you for not knowing how to use your kit. Her kit is very difficult to play. I would say it takes like a good 40-60 games to play her well. Which I don't think you have. Okay, you go top. I don't understand why you randomly run top. This is very, very forced. You don't have the lane pushed at all. And if you leave the lane right now, first off, she's almost 40 CS up on you. She's so far ahead of you. And she's just gonna take this tower. And if you haven't noticed, top's not going, top's not down, mid's not down, bot's not down, right? Nobody's taking a tower yet. So it's first tower. So you leave lane, and she's just gonna push this in and take your tower. You just force a roam on a lane that first off is a Shaco, for God's sakes. Like, it's a Shaco, so he can put a box right where you ulti and just fear you, and he can Q away. And second off, he's under his tower. He has the safety of his tower. Right? And another thing is Karma's all the way over here. She's not prepared for this. She isn't prepared for this. So I don't know if you're duo Q with the Jax, but this is a really, really bad call. Like, this call is terrible. Best case scenario, you guys get a kill and live. What's likely to happen is you guys get a kill and either you die or the Jax dies. And then he takes mid tower. So this makes no sense. This is extremely forced. You don't want to force roams like this. You want to have very efficient roams. Like, push in your lane and be sure you go to a lane that you can get a kill on. Like, right now, bot would be a better spot. But you haven't even won lane, so you can't really do anything like this. Okay, wow, Lux is retarded. You're so lucky. She's right here for some reason. She should just be taking a tower. Like, if I was this Lux, this tower would be gone, and I would have got 1,000 gold lead for my team. No, yeah, she's retarded. She should have been taking that. Make sure she gets a kill up here, but she should just take tower instead. Realistically, you should have wasted your time, and Luck should have taken your mid tower. This is fine. This is a good run. I think you should actually go top though instead. This top is much closer to their tower. Okay, you get absolutely nothing going down here. Yeah. So just from the way that they're playing, it's pretty clear that they actually know you're not here and they're playing accordingly. Also, they have a ward here. You don't know this they have a ward here, but just from the way they're in a position, like look, they have minion advantage and everything. Right? So it's like, they know that you're coming, because otherwise they'd be positioned more farther up, I think. And he's playing pretty safe. Because see how he walks back from the minions? Every time he autos a minion, he's walking back. At this point, he's committed. I don't know what he's doing here. So you end up trying to go for the bard here, but they end up killing the Jhin. So that could have been partly you here, but I don't think it was. I think he was just being really dumb. So you don't get bard because he's bard. Okay, you can't. No, you can't do that. Just go back to lane at this point. Like, at this point, you just go back to lane. This Jin's dead. You can't get there in time to get the kill or get an assist. You just go back to your lane. Alright, you take this honey fruit, get yourself topped up, and go back to lane. Or actually, I would recall after this pushing. Like, I would just recall, because you have Blade. This is just really greedy. You're not getting this kill. You're too low to get this kill. You don't have enough damage to get the kill. You don't have enough damage to zero him. He even has exhaust in case he's actually scared. And he has his E, remember, too. Bard is pretty slippery. Bard is a very slippery champion. You guys did your job in killing the Jhin. I think he could have helped with the tower. Yeah, you don't know where Shiv is, so maybe not. That's a smart decision to recall. I don't know why Lux is still up here. If he did everything a little bit efficiently, she wouldn't be able to do this. Like, she's up top for no reason. So we can punish her by shoving in lane and stuff. Look at that. That was 140 gold. Holy. So they finally took that.
Red team double kill.
Yeah. The main thing I see is like you don't really know how to lane. I'd suggest watching that kick. Is that a clone? I wonder. That was interesting. I'd suggest you going and watching some of Cat Evolve's games, or something like that. Just watch Katarina streams and watch how they lane with the champions, and watch how they position and where they position. Another point where you didn't get any sustain. You probably could have gotten a refill. Try to get a refill on your second back if you can. That way you don't have to worry about sustain for the rest of the game. Here you just have to give this up. Yep. Shit goes here. So.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
But, you didn't put your W down. Try to put your W down when you do that. Alright. Good, that was good. You should, let's see. Oh, you missed that one. If you hit that one, I'd recall for needless. You can't get this tower, you're too low. You don't know where Shiv is. I think she was top though. Yeah, she's top. You see two people bot, so this is fine. You have the vision for this. Okay. AW, like, You can't do that because now you can't clear a wave. You see how you can't clear this wave now? Because you use your Q like this? And you use your W like this? When you use your Q and your W, don't think of it like the initial Q is damage. Think of it like the dagger placement is damage and wave clear. It's the only source of wave clear. Is your Q and your W. So try to use it so you hit everything. So just be more patient when the wave's coming in. Make sure you save those abilities so you can clear this whole thing when it comes in. Am I recording? Yeah, I am. Okay. I'm always scared I'm not recording. Okay, this is greedy. This is another roam that's just not gonna work out. Because they obviously see you in time. Right? They're backing off. They obviously see you guys. And so let's look. They probably saw you. Right? See? Heart's here. Right? They just killed Malphite. Heart's here. They totally understand. And they're like, oh, mid's Mia. Katarina, she's probably coming down here because we're really far up. Right? At this point, they probably know you're here. And also, you don't have anybody to really follow up with you. Like, maybe he's gonna go in. Maybe the Jax is gonna go in. But I doubt it. Alright, so what ends up happening is you're just delaying everything you're doing. Okay, you find a pick here. You could have got this pick though, even if you were just staying in the lane, so. That was nice you picked up a kill though. Okay. You could probably look to shove this in before you recall. If there's a lane, you can try to shove it in if you can before you recall. You killed their Shyvana. So just ward up over here. Oh, you don't have a ward. Never mind. For future reference, let's say you did have a ward. You ward up over here. Just hug that side, and push that lane in. I think you were healthy enough to the point where you could just E away from any threat. Like if Shaco gets on you, you have the minion wave there. Couldn't get to the dagger placement there, but okay. See, another really bad Q. Like, people think these keys are fine, but they're not. You need a key so you hit everything. You're hitting nothing with this. You hit like 3, but you could be hitting like 5 or 6. See, like this. You wanna place them like this. So, make your Q place like this. See how you hit everything? You can clear this instantly now. See, look. Oh, perfect. That was perfect. You're able to clear that much quicker. This is good. Yeah, he's just dead. Yeah, you don't want to go in at this point. Like, look at the Varus. You just ping him off here. Right. He's dead at this point. Like, you know he's gonna die, right? But what are you gonna get off this? You don't know where Jhin is. It's a Shaco in a bar. I'm pretty sure you can't 100 to 0 the Shaco. And I'm pretty sure you can't do it to the Bard either. And Bard has exhaust. And then Jhin comes in here, right? So, and then you keep going in, right? Jhin comes into the picture, you need to back off immediately. You already should have backed off already, but even more so that Jhin comes into the picture. Right? And then you keep walking into them. You can't do anything. This is a 1v3. And then you have to flash. But you could have got the mid wave the whole time. You could have got this. This is guaranteed. Like, what is this? This is like 120 gold. What are they doing? What are they doing? Oh, bad. You really should have stepped up like that. Alright. Go Malphite. Okay, now you should leave. Oh, you could have stepped up a little bit there. You could have jumped to your dagger as well, and then jumped to the Bard. That was nice though. Malphite actually came in and saved you, so I don't think you should have went in though. At least, like, if you know Malphite's coming in, then you can just walk around here. You know, once this fight happens, you realize Jin's dead, so you just walk around here, walk behind your tower, and just do your best to wave clear without taking any damage. And then once Malphite comes in, you'd have been a little bit healthier to go all in there. Another thing is, when you all in, you didn't use your W when you jump on the target. Try to use your W when you jump on the target, because you're gonna get that reset. So once they get out of range, like if they flash or something, then you can follow it up. You know, then you have your E, basically, to gap close again. Okay. Should be bot. I don't know why everybody's top. Like right here, this doesn't make sense. Right, you should go bot. Look at how many people are bot. They're gonna clear this, and then they're gonna clear this one, and he's dead because he's really dumb. But anyways, there's a lot of people bot. They're likely to get this tower. You don't need 3 people up here. For what? For chasing what is it? A Shyvana and a Lux? But you're gonna lose bot tower. You only need 1 person here to clear the wave. Like, judging from your KD and everybody else's KD, you might think you're playing really well, but you're not. You could have done a lot more stuff to snowball. Like, you actually lost your lane, so that's a really big problem. You're like 40 CS down, and you're still far behind. You're still 44 CS down. That's good. Your roaming is okay though. Like, you just roam at really bad times. Like, you notice the roam, which is good. But you also need to start realizing when the roam is not going to work out. Like, this may or may not work out. This is probably not going to work out unless Jax goes in. So he goes in, so this is fine. Jump to him. Jump to him. What are you doing? Kill him. Like, use your gunblade. You could dodge stuff with your E. You're not doing that. You could have killed him. Like, you're not using your E to dodge stuff in the lane, and you're not using your E to dodge stuff like the Bard ulti, which is very, very easy to dodge. So, like, I don't know if you're playing with 200 ping or something, but you know, just try to dodge those stuff more. And this really just comes from playing the champ a lot. Your mechanics improve by just playing the champ quite a bit. Oh, good. Baited that. She flashed. That was rather nice. Alright, you guys gotta pick there. You should go on her. When you're laning against a Lux, you don't want to stand behind this far, because she wants that. She wants you to be out of range, and her still be able to hit you. You want to always try to position yourself in range of using your E, so that when she uses an ability like her Q or E, you jump on her instantly. Right? Instantly jump on her. This is why Cat wins this matchup. If you play it properly. You wanna be where your melee things are right now, so you can jump on her instantly. Okay, you're trolling now. You're using your Q again, really bad. This is a poor Q. Right, you see Japs coming in, all you need to do is wait. Right, you should go in here, because she's gonna kill him. Right, you jump on her with your EW, and then just ulti. And then wait for her to move wherever she's gonna move. And then you use your Q. But instead, you keep doing this, and you're using your Q, and so you have no follow-up afterwards. And like, you didn't even grab it, you didn't even pick it up. You're not even picking it up for extra damage. And now you have to use ulti to kill her. Which isn't that bad. I mean, it's a pretty short cooldown, but like, early in the game, it's really important. And your passive actually does more burst than than your ulti. People think their ulti does like the most damage, and they are right, but your passive does the most burst because it's 100% of your AP, and it's instant, right? But your death load is over 2.5 seconds. So you get that damage out faster using your daggers, but you're not using them. Okay, you should go bot. Yeah, or top. Actually go top. Oh, never mind. Yeah, crap it though. You guys might be able to pick something up here. Oh no, it's gone now. Yeah. No, you guys can't do this. No. Okay. You can't walk like this. You know this is a 2v4, right? Or 2v4. It's a 2v4. And especially since Lux comes in. You guys can't go like this. Like, you can't go into an obvious path like this. This is so obvious. And look what happens. He's like, oh look, you're just gonna walk right into me. I'm just gonna snare both of you. And kill both of you. And look what happens, you die. Because you tried to 2v4. If he wants to go in, fine, let him go in. The most you can do is ping him off, but don't make the dumb decision yourself. That makes no sense. These guys are already dead. Let them be dead. Let them make their dumb decision. Don't follow up on it.
Has slain the dragon. Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
You also did your thing bad again here. Let's see what happens.
Has been destroyed.
When somebody's about to face check you like this, let them face check you. Let them get right into the bush, and then use your W and your Q afterwards. So what ends up happening here, you didn't need ult, you could have just walked to your dagger. Like, just walk to your dagger. If you can save ulti and hold on to it, hold on to it. You know, much like you're saving the ignite here, right? Because you know you're gonna get the kill. You should go bot. You don't know where Jin is, or the Bard is, so they're probably coming to kill you, so I would route around here. And then just go back to defending the tower, or route like right here. There's a chance they're in this bush though. You should go top, because top's gonna die. Look, you going mid, this is ridiculous. Now you lose top tower. You need to look at the map and see what's the better thing to go to.
Double kill. Been destroyed.
This Q is fine. This Q is good. So watch where the dagger lands, right? And watch how many minions it goes on top. Right? It lands on everything. You can hit everything when you pick up this dagger. That's why this is fine. Normally it wouldn't be, because the minions would be near the top side of the map. They would be facing where you are right now, right? But since they're at the tower and you're coming from this side, they're facing downwards. So this is fine for you to do that. Okay, you're recalling how much... I don't know if this is a good recall. You should probably get the next wave. Let's see what you buy. You have an app tone, that's it. You recalled for an app tone. Your voice stat doesn't make any sense either. I don't know why you're getting void. You need like Illudians or something. You need like Illudians. Like they don't have much magics. They have Mertrez on the gen, but it's not that much. And Mertrez on the Shyvana, but it's not that much. You're gonna kill them anyways. So just get some more damage item, like Illudians or Death Cap. Oh, you're dead. You need to flash. Oh, you're flashing really improperly. So first off, this ward is really bad. You want to place it. You want to place it on the edge here, because you know they're in this vicinity. So try to place it like this. But also, try to have somebody with you. Like try to ping assistance when you're over here, because if they're all in this bush and they find you, they're gonna kill you, right? But you're lucky. They weren't all in this bush. They weren't looking to bait this or anything. So here, what ends up happening is you could jump to your mains to get farther away from Bard, and so he doesn't stun you with his Q. You don't want to be beside a wall when there's a Bard there, or like another minion or anything like that. Try to spread yourself over and stuff. So you going over here is really bad. Like sure, you're walking over here into the gym, but you walk over here into the Malphite, who's actually in a position to help you. See, like he's actually rotating over here, but these guys aren't rotating for you. They don't see it. So if you're just taking Malphite and Jackson Varus out of the equation, I think it's better to just go over here, because you don't get stunned, and then I'm assuming you're trying to flash over the wall, but you didn't make it. Okay, just a little bit of a Q for extra damage. See, and then he comes in and he dies too. Yeah, he dies too, because he's trying to save you. Making mistakes when you're fed like this is really bad, because other people try to save you because you're so fed, and then they end up dying too. See, and then him as well. Like he ends up getting caught as well because he tries to save you too, but you're already dead. And it's kind of like over here, you going into the 2v4 and you feeling the need to make a big play happen, to make a big 2v4, I'm gonna quadra kill them play happen, because people die, right? It's better to just ignore and be like, okay, they died, that sucks, you know, and not die yourself. Like you don't wanna die that much. So now, since he tries to help you, he dies as well. Yep. And then he just gets 3 kills in the course of 20 seconds because of one mistake he did. So one little mistake. Right? You didn't ward this enough. If you warded this over here, a little bit more up, you would have sludged in, and you would have realized, and you would have backed off accordingly. But you didn't ward properly, and then you didn't see it. You also didn't jump to the minions, and you got stunned by the wall because you didn't do that. You didn't realize that the Bard would just stun you against the wall, and you failed your flash as well. And so you die, Malphite tries to help you, he dies, Varus tries to help you, but he's really late, but walks in anyways, and then dies as well. And then he gets 3 kills. And I think he got a shutdown. I think he shut you down, so I'm not very sure on the shutdown, but regardless, it's quite a bit of damage. Oh, actually, he did get shut down, yeah. Team gold 150. Then he killed Malphite for double kill, and then he's on a killing spree. So yeah, that was like 1,000 gold right there. That was more than 1,000, that was 1150. That's as much as the tower. Of course without the pressure, but then he actually gets tower as well. He kills 3 of you. And then he gets a hit as well. So you see how just like, you need to go into the games and be like, I'm not gonna die. You know, I'm gonna try to not die here as much. Just keep dying, like, it's so bad. That translated 2,500 gold lead for the other team. That's pretty expensive. Okay, the Void, yeah, the Void makes no sense. It would make sense if the Jin picked up like a Hex Drinker, then it would make sense. Or if like other people had like a Banshee Zell, like if Flux had a Banshee Zell, the carry had like a Hex Drinker, maybe the top laner and jungler had some MR as well, but they don't really have that much. The Mark Treads isn't enough of a reason to get Void Staff this early on. I think you just want to go for more damage, because your goal here is to just kill Jin. Right? You gotta kill him. And then get vision. And deny vision as well. That was dangerous. gotta be careful when you're using your escape abilities like this. Alright, you jumped in knowing very well both of them are here. I don't know if you saw the gen, but let's just assume you didn't see the gen, because it's probably actually likely you didn't see the gen. Like when you jump in like this against Lux, you need to make sure like she doesn't have her Q, because she's gonna Q you and you're gonna die, especially with her comp too. Her Qing you is gonna be followed up by a root from Jin, and then you're just gonna be stuck and dead. Alright. You're gonna look rallying over here. Jump in, jump in. Oh, you can jump in. Yeah. You should have jumped in earlier while her stuff was on cooldown. This is fine, you going in here. But right here, you jump on. You jump on the Lux. I think. What? Said you didn't go on either of them? Probably gonna die, yeah. Jet spot, so you guys can force something. So let's see what happens here. Alright, this is for free. This is super free. You should go on with the Malphite. This is he's a really good player. To be honest, he's actually using his ulti, so I'm sure he's wonderful, but he's still useful as long as he can press R on a few people. So going for the shift here is really bad. It was very clear to me just by looking at the way. You need to look at the way everybody's positioning themselves and look at where their champion's facing. Right? Because the way the champ's facing, this will tell you if they're planning on engaging or not. Right? So, see Jax, so he goes in, Modifier walks up. He's not going to the right and going for Shyvana. Right? It's very clear he's looking for a 3-man ulti on these very squishy targets over here. So, this is a correct decision by him. So it's very clear to me he wants to go up here, which is better, because who cares about Shyvana? Like, sure, she does a little bit of damage, but Jax is gonna live. Right, he's probably gonna live. And it's better if you just kill all 3 of these people while they get knocked out by Malphite. Like, this is your chance to go in here. The reason why this is good is Jin was actually saw in bot lane. So this is a really good engagement. So he ends up killing the Shaco, but during the duration of the knockup, you weren't in position because you went for the Shyvana. Alright, nice. Keep going. I don't know why you backed up. So, you see how just, like, you're just about a second too late, you know? You were like 2 seconds after the Malphite, and he ends up getting that, you don't get an assist. Right, so there's less hold on that kill. This is really good, you actually stepping behind him so he doesn't Q you, and you actually Q'd him like this. So this is pretty good. I think you should jump to the cat right here, just so you're in a position to kill the bard afterwards. Right, or you just jump the bard right now, because you get the reset, you can jump the bard. But you didn't do it, instead you just like tried to walk in, and you're actually slowed here, so you can't do it. That was really good of you to wait for the bard Q and then go through. Go for the bard. He's gonna die, right? Like, he's dead. You should just go for the bard. When somebody's very clearly gonna die, just go for the bard. No. Baron is a better call here. Baron. When there's a call like this, like, just ping it. You gotta ping it for your team. That's fine for your karma to go back, though. Wait a minute. You're trolling! What? You're trolling. You have to be trolling with this. You gotta be. Dude, just help them with the burn. It would have been gone and you guys would have been out. And you would have had help for the bears. Come on, man. Like, just follow through with the call. Like, I don't know why you're going over here. You know they're all dead except for Jin. He's not really a threat. Unless you know, something like that happens where you try to just go in a one-on-one. Which, it's clear you apparently didn't win. Alright, like, just finish this off. Finish this off so then I can help you afterwards. Okay, so if you look at the fight that's maybe about to start, you got the Bard, Javana up here, and then you got the Shaco, the Lux. So you need to look at it like this. Who's the highest priority threat? Your AD carry, not very fed. Your support, he just basically knock up machine at this point. Jax is pretty much just a stun machine too. Karma's just there for utility. So it's your job, and also Jax is to kill the high priority targets. So Lux, it's kind of hard to go on the Lux. She can just stun, use your ulti. But Jin is a very free kill, so this whole fight I'd be looking for the Jin. Okay, so there's the Shiv ult, so they have no engage, they have no way of engaging. Right, aside from that, this is like their only thing. Okay, here you got stunned. I think you could have avoided this. You want to position yourself, like... Try to position yourself so that you get a flank. So you want to be in this bush here, because this is a pink ward. So once they start aggressing and pushing past the jungle entrance here, you can see Jin and be like, okay, I'm gonna jump on him. Right? But instead, they see you, Bard ulties, and then since Bard ulties, you get Lux ulti, and you saw this coming in through, like the whole way, you had this whole way to react to it. But you didn't actually end up reacting to it. And then it turns out Jin's over here. Imagine if you were here and Jin ulted and you didn't take this initial damage. You just flash on him and kill him, right? If you didn't take this initial damage. And you were just positioned correctly in the first place. Like when you're playing pretty much all assassins, you wanna try to flank from the back end, or you wanna try to flank from the side. At this point, because of the way the map is laid out, you can't really be in the dragon pit right now. That's like unrealistic, right? Because this is a wall. You can't just go through it. So you have to be positioned on the side, like over here or over here. But this might be warded, and there's a pink ward in here. So this isn't warded because we have a pink ward in here, or a controller or whatever. And so if you're here, you just kill Jin immediately. So what ends up happening is you're too low now from all the poke to go in. They wouldn't have poked you over here because they had no vision. That would have just been blind and a waste of abilities, right? So you end up going in here, and you know Bard has a stun, and you're beside somebody. So when you go in and try to all like this, make sure they don't have stuff like exhaust up, stuff like a stun up. You know, you need to wait for that stuff. But the reason why it's okay to go in on here, even though they have stuff up over here, is they're out of range, right? And this is your job. Your only job is to kill this guy. Or kill the Lux, but the easier target is the Jin, and he's a more fed target as well. So he would have actually been able to kill him. Oh, Jin should have on him then all fight. He would have killed him. Okay, I'm gonna go. Just wait till you're back up, because none of the rest of the stuff doesn't make any difference. So you're clearing this. Whoa, deja vu, what the f- What? Dude, it looks like the same team fight. That's troll. Okay, do you see this? You see Shiv here, right? You see Bard and Jin over here on the map. You should just ward this. And then see if they walk through. Right? This is bad. You don't want to auto this. They know you're here now, so they're gonna position differently. They know you're here now, so they don't want to walk through here and get caught. What a controller does is disables all the wards around it. But once you auto attack it, they see you. So you don't want to auto attack it, you just want to leave it. And so then Jin ends up ulting again, and then he positions really badly. You use W really poorly. You could just jump to somebody or like just walk away. You can't use W like this because if a fight breaks out, you don't have this for the fight. This is on a 10-second cooldown. That's a lot for this stage of the game. That's a long cooldown. Okay, you should go for the Jin. Okay. Or you just actually just fight the Bard. Okay, you're really indecisive here. Right. So, you see, there's two decisions you can make. They're really bad because Lex isn't here. That's partly on Lex though. So there's two decisions that you can make here. Help them kill the Bard, or go for the Jin that you know is over here and separated from his team. I would go for the Jin, but that's just me. Because these guys, they're not going to take any damage without Jin being there. Jin is a lot of their damage right now, because he's got 13 kills. So you decide to go for the Bard, which is fine. But then you decide to go for the Jin. And then here you're like, I don't know what to do. And then you walk back around and you're like, I don't know if I want to flash over this wall or not, and you're like, nah, I won't flash over it. And keep in mind, you can use your E on allies. So you can jump to this Varus. Right? You don't need to go over with your flash. You could have just jumped to him right there, but now they're out of range and you're like, oh no, Shyvana's coming. And you have to flash over. But I don't even think you needed to. And now you don't have flash for this. This would have been a free kill if you just jumped over to the Varus when he was in range. And then you could flash over the wall and kill both of these guys. Unfortunate. Still be around the fight. There might be something that happens, like Shaco goes in or Jin goes in or something, and you want to be there. You want to be there to try to get a pick. You're a champion that bursts people very, very quickly. So you can use that burst to kill them before they kill you. You know, like you could be around here. You can pick this guy off while he's trying to get the ward, right? He's isolated. Right? You can kill him before they show up. But you decide to go for the wave. And there's just a lot of fights happening, so you kind of neglect the farm. Which kind of sucks. But if there's a fight happening, you really need to be there because it's an opportunity to come back into the game. Sure, farm is as well, but you get assists and things on kills, and they provide pressure, whereas CS does not. But CS just provides experience and gold, which is good. You should not be here at this point. You know they're gonna push bot, right? It's very clear they're gonna like to just hard shot bot. They have good siege. They have a Lux, they have a Gen, they have a Bard. Right. As soon as this happens, you know you need to go bot. But you keep farming. And he keeps farming. I don't know what they're doing here. Alright, so he ends up dying. That sucks, but you still want to be here. Okay. You should have been in possession though. Help with that. Like this whole fight, you want to be looking for an opportunity to burst the Jin. Right? You're too far back here, I think. I mean, sure you got the ward. You're so far back here. Right here is your opportunity to go in. When he steps up like this, and when she uses her Q, this is your opportunity to go in and kill them. But since you're positioning yourself so far back, you're not in range to do it. And you also separate yourself because you walk behind a tower. And you basically, you're like, you know when you get minion blocked? You're doing that to yourself right now. And then Malphite realizes the opportunity, ulties, he QSS's, flashes over. But you didn't realize the opportunity, which sucks. You should go in on him. He just has one shot. This isn't gonna kill you, you know. Yeah, man. Maybe go in. How go in? As soon as this happens, right? They just want to kill the Varus. I don't know what he's doing, but they want to kill the Varus anyways. And Jin is alone, right? So Jax realizes this, goes in, stuns, and you don't realize it. You're not looking for these opportunities. He even gets a root on him. Oh my goodness. He even gets a nice root on this guy. There's so many opportunities for you to kill him. You guys probably lose the game at this point. Looks like you guys are looking for Elder. This is fine. Jin actually went top lane. Somebody needs to clear mid though. Oh, you think you guys lose off this actually? Wait, he got Baron? Holy, it's just him too. No, it can't be just him. They must have just went for Baron after you went for Elder. Let me see, how many stacks do you have? Oh, you guys actually only have one. That's actually really bad. It's mainly just to prevent them from taking it. Either way, you guys are screwed, I think. This is very dangerous. You know they're here, right? Because they just took Baron. They're probably going to look to push down either lane. Like, you don't know where they are yet. They just showed up here when you made this decision like 2 seconds ago. So you can't do this when they are very obviously in a vicinity. You can't just go face check because likely they're just gonna kill you. So when this is happening, there's a fight. Oh my gosh, Jax is carrying you guys. Oh my goodness. You did nothing that fight. You are so lucky. Get in there. You gotta get in there, man. There's just 2 of them left. Get in there with them. You have to be more aggressive and assertive in these fights. And try to go in and try to do your damage. So you can understand the limits of Katarina and what she can do. Alright, because you guys win. Because Jax carried you guys. You pretty much just got hard carried this game. Get the towers, man. Oh, what the heck? I guess Shaco wanted to give you a consolation prize. Oh my god, you lose. Oh my god, you lost because you didn't hit the tower. see this? This whole fight? I want to see how much you're hitting objectives. Okay. You're not hitting it yet. You should already be hitting it, because you can jump to the minions and start hitting it. You didn't hit it the whole time. You're still not hitting it. You're still not hitting it. Still didn't do one auto attack. You could have easily done this tower's worth, and then this Nexus. Or at least this tower's worth. And this would have been gone. Nexus would be half HP. And then you would have ended the game. Because everybody would have stayed to just end the game, most likely. Okay, you guys lost. Let's see. No, you guys lose. Okay. Yeah, when you're like looking to get towers and stuff like that, just ignore the lane. Right? As long as there's a minion there to tank something, you're fine. Like the main mistakes there were you roamed to a lane that was very like you probably weren't gonna get the kill. And there's a lot of times where you roam and it's very clear that they see you and they back off accordingly. And then you kept going, and then you just forced it. So you kept forcing roams and you kept going for picks without vision. And a lot of times in the lane where you weren't really playing very aggressive when you should have been. You weren't punishing like like you aren't playing aggressively enough and position wise to punish the Lux when she uses abilities. So you need to make sure you're able to mechanically able to use that E to dodge out on her skill shot. So try to do that more, and I think you would have easily won the lane. And you just basically what happens is she uses her E, let's say. You jump on her, get that electrocute off, go back to the menu wave, wait for your cooldowns to come back up, and be very careful about going for CS for the next 10 seconds or whatever it takes for your E to come back up. And then you just basically rinse and repeat, and then eventually you burn through her potions, and then she gets low enough for you to kill. And then you get a kill, and then you translate that lead into the other lanes. But you didn't actually get that lead in the first place, and then you just forced roams on lanes that you couldn't really kill, you couldn't really 100 to 0. Let's see. So mid game was a lot of weird decisions as well. There was a lot of fights, and you could have played the fights better. Looking for little opportunities to go on the gen and positioning yourself better in fights. You're just positioning like everybody else was positioning. But if you want to get better, you need to position how good players position when they play that champion. When you positioning with Syndra and Lux is very different from positioning with any assassin player or assassin champion. I mean, when you're playing Katarina, Zed, or Fizz or something like that, you need to make sure you're on the side and try to look for that angle on top of their AD carry. But when you're playing Cat, you also need to watch for things like exhaust and things that can stop your ulti, like a stun. Keep in mind a root does not stop your stun, but a knockback, a knock will if they have exhaust, so keep those things in mind, but also watch for when all those abilities are too far away to hit you. Like when the Jhin was separated behind the Dragon Pit. Right? But then you would have you could just go on him and without any fear of CC. And then that was pretty much it, to be honest. Just a lot of bad runs. Also your key placements was really bad as well. Make sure you're using your Q to follow up on where they're going to leave when you ulti, where they're gonna walk, right? Wait for where they're gonna walk and then Q afterwards. So you have a follow-up ability. And when you're clearing lanes, make sure you use your Q so that it hits as many minions as possible. So it's usually you Q the melee minions and then it lands on top of the casters, so you can just walk through and then you can just jump on it, use your W, and then you clear the wave. That's how you clear a wave as Cat. But But anyways, I hope that helped.